The truth of our age is that we do not need more specialists. We need people who can make connections between the highly developed fields of science, philosophy, and spirituality, and apply them in a way that is socially and ecologically restorative in the short term and generative in the long run. The quality of being able to recognize relationships and patterns that transcend one's current paradigm is, in my opinion, the single most important skill needed to succeed in the restoration of our social and ecological systems. It is the lack of this quality in our educated population that represents the logjam in our global development. For this reason, I desire to be an educator and focus my energy on the development of an educational institution so that I may contribute to the cultivation of innovative thinkers and doers in our society. I believe that interdisciplinary and holistic education is a key approach to addressing this logjam and is an essential development in the evolution of education. By understanding the holistic application of various disciplines and how they can complement each other, we can arrive at new and exciting solutions to a wide range of social and ecological challenges. Moreover, the emotional, intellectual, and even physical stimulation that a student experiences through multidisciplinary and holistic education cultivates whole, healthy students capable of unexplored ranges of creative and divergent thinking. To sum it up in a single personal vision statement, I am creating an educational institution that will activate the human potential for living harmoniously on the planet, creatively with each other, and peacefully with oneself. This is a fundamental geometric shape that contains my vision. It's the circle squared by a square. Sitting inside this is the Sunrise Cultural Academy, my original vision for this institution. On this institution, there are 4 pillars. The first is multidisciplinary study sessions. Within this contains my personal interests, personal study interests, and I've organized them in such a way that it says language education, drama, performing arts, music, visual arts. These are part of the Department of Culture. Other departments include the Department of Health and Nutrition. Notice Culinary Academy, dealing with food, health lectures, natural medicine, physical health too, pregnancy and childbirth, fertility awareness, natural childbirth, home birth, early childhood nutrition. All of these things I think are important to have in my Department of Health and Nutrition. Department of Regeneration contains all of our, it's just not enough to sustain ourselves. We must be regenerating the ecosystems within which we live. This is divided up into the categories you see, and the Diploma of Applied Permaculture I want to come back to in a little bit. But for now, let's take a look at some of the other departments. Department of Outdoor Education, Department of Study Abroad, Department of Growth, Personal Growth and Transformation, Department of Natural Philosophy, and the Department of Skills and Crafts. Again, this is just one pillar, the multidisciplinary study sessions. The next pillar is ecologically or socially regenerative service work. So somebody who's participating in this institution partakes in all 4 of these pillars, in an aspect of all 4 of these pillars. The reason I have ecologically or socially regenerative social work as a pillar is as follows. As a society, we are in need of a rapid repair of our ecological systems. It is not enough to simply be sustainable. Our role as a species is not to make the smallest footprint possible or attempt to go unnoticed among the landscape. It is to be a generative and contributive member of our ecosystems. The land upon which we dwell ought to be healthier, contain more biodiversity, and be more resilient as a result of our being there. In addition to serving the function of being ecologically regenerative, we must also serve our fellow friend, neighbor, family, child, and elder. The primary directive of our work is to serve these 2 ends, to care for the earth and to care for the people. Study abroad is another pillar. Through this program, college students could satisfy internship requirements, such as the one required by the CSU Interdisciplinary Program in Organic Agriculture, by traveling to places like the Siakana Food Garden or the Fambidzanai Permaculture Center in Harare, Zimbabwe, and studying the organic agriculture, permaculture, at these centers. This strategy has the unique quality of empowering a foreign community by naming them as teachers, and we, the students. It boosts them economically and socially to be hosting American students at their already established educational centers. This is a radically different approach to foreign aid, one that is more dynamic and mutually beneficial than simply giving money or supplies. This program would be supporting educational centers that are already teaching their surrounding community about nutrition and food growing in a natural and energy-efficient way. In return, students will gain cultural perspective, organic agriculture and permaculture skills, and a travel experience that they will never forget. Traveling is one of the most effective ways to stimulate personal growth and development, and is why it stands as a pillar in my Dream Academy. Youth programs. One unique aspect of my Dream Academy that sets it aside from most other institutions is that interactions with the youth of the community are woven into the fabric of the curriculum. A very simple phenomenon occurs when youth education is an aspect of everyone's life. The youth gets educated and someone gains experience of teaching, mentoring, and coaching for higher education. At this level of involvement of this community academy, there are activities that are directed toward leading a group of younger peers, designing a program for them, or providing service to program. Sorry, this needs to be edited here. For example, young children help the infants and toddlers in activities such as farm school. Early teens assist with childcare. Teenagers are either counselors in training, junior counselors, or counselors. Work-study participants assist with implementing campus runs, farm field trips, and other youth programs. Associates assist with the administration and implementation of current programs and work toward developing new programs. Faculty assist associates and serve as teachers, advisors, and mentors to the associates. Department heads manage the faculty and are guided by the Council of Elders. Everyone reciprocates by honoring the Council of Elders as a Council of Elders at at various events and ceremonies such as community days and garden blessings. I wanted to come back to this multidisciplinary session of applied permaculture, and even though the diploma of applied permaculture is something that I might need to work out with Gaia University or even the Permaculture Institute with Scott Pittman and Peter Bain, these are the steps I want to take to these are some of the initial steps that I can take to make the institution come alive. As you see, we have a 7-month work-study program as our call it the meat and potatoes of this particular program. Let's take a look at that. The PDC required as prerequisite. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. This will be good documentation here.